Today, we've asked our resident landscape expert, Ryan, to talk to us about landscaping in general and specifically 10 by 10 landscaping. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
So, Ryan, you and Mary did a seminar this last weekend on 10 by 10 landscaping. What is 10 by 10 landscaping?
The concept of 10 by 10 landscaping is basically doing your landscape in sections, so it's more manageable.
Gotcha.
That way you don't feel overwhelmed. You can start with a more important section, maybe by the front door, by a porch or patio, break it down into a smaller section like a 10 by 10 area, and we feel like that's an area that someone could tackle in a weekend.
Why is it important to know my sun exposure and my soil composition in my landscaping area?
Those are two really important things to take into consideration because those two things will determine what kind of plant material you can use in your landscape.
Okay, so I'm not really sure I understand what is the difference between a sandy soil and a clayey soil?
Soil that's going to be more sandy is going to drain a lot faster. It's going to be looser and finer.
Okay.
And your clay soil is going to be thick, and in a sense it might be harder for roots to grow in clay soil.
Okay.
And it's going to retain water more than sandy soil.
I have to tell you that the idea of picking out plant combinations seems really intimidating. Where would I start?
I always recommend to any clients that I've had is start by going into your nursery with a pen and paper and just walk around and write down every single plant specimen that catches your eye.
Okay, so Ryan, I've got my list of everything that catches my eye, and now you're going to help me put them together, right?
Yeah. So the easiest way to get started, I think, and these are some of the basic landscape design principles, are first thing would be unity. Mm-hmm. What I mean by that is maybe starting by picking a theme for your 10 by 10 area.
Okay.
And that could be based off your home style. So if you have more of an English style home, maybe you want to do more of an English style garden.
Okay.
If you live in a log cabin, maybe you want to have more of a woodsy type theme.
Okay.
It could even be a color theme. Pick a couple of your favorite colors and pick plant material that represent those colors.
Okay.
Or if you like butterflies or hummingbirds, you could even do a theme incorporating those and plant specimens that are going to attract butterflies or hummingbirds, and you could even throw in different decor with
sculpture.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So after you have your theme decided, then it's good to start taking into consideration some other things like proportion. What I mean by that is what size the plants are now, but more importantly, what size they're going to be in 5 years.
Right.
That way you give each plant enough room when you plant them to grow and develop how it's supposed to develop without crowding out other plants.
Okay.
Also, trying to pick different textures. So if it's got bigger foliage or smaller, or grasses are great to put in any landscape because they add a different element.
Okay.
Fragrance is a key thing to think about. If you're planting next to a walkway, a front door, or a porch, it's nice to add things that are going to give off fragrances. Like any of the Daphne are a great choice. Another thing to consider would be bloom times. So it's nice to incorporate things that bloom at different times of the year.
Right.
So you've got flowers year round. There are options to put things that bloom in the wintertime, spring, summer, and even fall.
Okay, great. Well, that sounds like a lot of information, and I know people will be looking forward to coming in and actually talking to you in person about it and getting your advice on what they can put in their yard and how they might want to arrange it. I really appreciate you talking to us today, Ryan. Thank you.
You're welcome.